Dennis Robinson. Tony Roten out there with Richardson. Then there's Grant, and it's Embiid in at the 5. And that one's good. Richardson's got his first basket of the night.
Beautiful job angling his body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to take it down there amongst the tall trees.
And here are the 76ers now. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, and in the end, it wasn't even close. I mean, they had points coming from all over the floor.
Boy, they were locked in and ready to roll, and offensively, they just had a rhythm that was impressive.
Now Wall, averaging 16 points a game. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
I was able to catch up with the head coach of the 76ers. One player on his mind in this matchup is John Wall, and the spark he can provide on both ends of the court. He said that John Wall just has a knack for making big plays. His defensive abilities allow him to get strip steals and turn them into easy opportunities on the opposite end of the floor. We don't want him taking over the game on the defensive end. Guys?
All right, Doris, thanks. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Roten. And the first shot of the night for him, missing. Washington's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter.
Paul Pierce, at one time a franchise talent and elite two-way player, now a self-described role player. He's a heck of a good one, too. A great scorer, can shoot, drive, and get to the line.
Kicks it out to Richardson. And the pass to Roten. Puts up a 3. And it's Paul Pierce with the rebound. Wizards trail by 3. There's the dish to Wall. Passes to Money. Back to Wall. The kick out to Pierce. And another miss by Washington.
That's now 4 misses on their first 5 attempts. Still trying to find the rhythm and flow here offensively.
Richardson, no luck.
That was a layup, and you've got to knock that down. You've got to convert when you get those opportunities.
Here's Money. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Richardson kicks to Embiid. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Well, Joel Embiid, born in Cameroon, the son of a professional handball player, only started playing basketball at the age of 16. He'd been playing soccer and volleyball. I tell you, his development in the game has been rapid.
And for Embiid, his countryman and NBA veteran Luke Richard Mbamute spotted him at a camp in Africa. That was the start of it all.
Came over to the U.S., didn't play a whole lot in high school, expected to redshirt at Kansas, but ended up starting from day one. And the thing I liked about him was he almost improved, not just game to game. You could see improvement within game.
That's a great point. You're right. Here's Roten after the basket by Washington. Robinson kicks to Grant. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Jeremy Grant, a sophomore small forward out of Syracuse. He brings elite length and athleticism at the 3 spot, but it's still a work in progress regarding his perimeter skills. It could be a bit of a project, but I like all of his physical tools. And that leads you to believe he might be special in time.
Money. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Robinson's got 4 rebounds in this game.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
And Grant's father and uncle both played in the NBA. As someone who grew up around the game, he has a pretty good basketball IQ.
I think he's still a bit of a project, but you're right. He does have excellent DNA and a high-quality IQ, a guy who can rebound, he runs the floor, he can defend multiple positions. And typically, a young player coming into the league that doesn't necessarily have a position. If you can defend and work hard and are a pretty good athlete, you got a chance to make a mark in the NBA.
Here's Roten after Paul Pierce's score. And there's the rejection. Pass to Money. Now here's Roten. His last outing we saw him pour in 22. Dishes it to Embiid. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. The players you see here contribute as much on D as they do at the other end of the court. A list of the steal leaders among point guards. John Wall, 4th.
And not only are these players tremendous at picking ball handlers' pockets, but as terrific point guards, they know how to clog passing lanes and come up with a lot of steals that way as well.
Absolutely. Their steals come from all over the court and in all sorts of situations. Transition, half-court sets, out-of-bounds plays, in the lane. They are the NBA's most complete defenders at the one-guard spot.
Here's Money. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game, and he gets it to go.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
76ers have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Robinson sets a screen for Roten. Now here's Richardson. He's tightly guarded, and he gets it to go. Washington trailing. Outside, Wall. Now the pass to Money. Nene outside. Outside, Wall. Nene with the screen on Richardson. The shot's good for Money.
That shot was made possible by the work of Nene setting the screen.
Here's Smith. He's checked in for Jason Richardson.
Looking at some numbers for Paul Pierce, he's averaging 11 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Those aren't bad numbers, but they're not the kind that are going to earn a lot of extra minutes for him either.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, if he wants to play a bigger role, a larger role on the team, those numbers are going to have to be better than just decent.
Now here's Pierce.
Pretty good defense there. I mean, that's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him.
And here is Roten. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Grant kicks to Embiid. Pierce with the steal. Passes it to Money. For 3. Rebound by the 76ers. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
You know, when things started to go wrong for them in that game, and things did go very wrong, they just could never get it going back in the right direction.
Steve, there was just no consistency. I mean, that was really the problem to me. Anytime they strung together a couple of baskets, they just couldn't keep the momentum going.
That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got 3 assists tonight.
He has really put his foot on the pedal this quarter, doing a tremendous job leading their offense.
Smith drives in. Wall with the steal. He kicks it to Pierce. Teardrop shot. Rebound by Smith. For Philadelphia, they've gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11.
You know, the Sixers have really undergone a complete reversal in recent years from a team with a very old-school, traditional front office to a team that's now focused on the science and analytics of winning basketball. And quite honestly, guys, we're seeing more and more teams embrace the analytics side of things.
Nene, I think, an underrated defensive player. Not a big shot blocker, but he has tremendous size and strength, and he can move laterally. So he can really move and cover the pick and roll and switch on to guards, an effective defender.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Chris Humphries has checked in for Kevin Serafin. Butler comes in for Paul Pierce. And Beal subbed in for John Wall. And then for Philadelphia. Sims is checked in. And Nerlens Noel subbed in for Thomas Robinson. Now here is Smith. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Lakers.
And Kevin, a remarkable night for him passing the ball, just racking up the assists.
And Nene, for his size and agility, at times somewhat disappointing in terms of rebounding the ball. Throughout his career, actually, his rebound rate has fallen steadily over the last 3 years. Maybe injuries a factor in that, but they do need more from him on the glass.
Here's Butler, following the basket by Tony Roten. Humphries dishes to Butler. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. No problem knocking that one down. 14 points for Money.
Three-pointer has been his best weapon here today, no question.
The D has been all mixed up, confused, bamboozled, allowing him way too much space.
You talk about the subtle decline for Nene. His scoring efficiency, Steve, also taking a turn for the worse over the last couple seasons.
Yeah, still in his early 30s. You know, age shouldn't be that big a factor for a big man, but I guess it's the accumulation of all those injuries, including his knee sprain last season, that may be taking their toll.
Great communication on the alley-oop. And the Wizards lead by 3.
What a pass, and then the layup was a bit of a circus move.
Oh, so smooth.
Well, you know what? He could have fouled that up going for the big slam. I thought that was a nice job just taking the layup.
Philadelphia with the ball after the basket by Washington. Grant kicks to Roten. Humphries with the steal. Here's Money, covered by Smith. Butler in the corner. To the left side wing. Here's Beal. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Looked like an easy 2 points right there.
You know he's kicking himself for that miss.
Grant kicks to Sims. Back to Grant. The feed now to Roten. Beal with the steal. Pushing it up. He lobs it up.
So that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Yeah, absolutely. They made the steal pay dividends instantly in the open floor.
Smith outside. Screen by Grant. Smith the pass to Grant. Smith kicks to Roten. There's the pick. Tries to snap the cold streak. Misses off the left iron.
I think it's going to be tough for them to trim this deficit if he keeps missing those kinds of shots, Kevin. I mean, they need his points.
Money passes to Butler. Beal against Smith. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
Gortat's checked in for Nene. The 76ers trail by 5. There's 49 seconds left here in the first quarter. Roten with it, averaging 16 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Can't get it to go. Great tee that time from Money.
He's killing them with his poor shooting. The defense is more than willing to give him those shots now.
Gortat, the pass to Money. The 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's a physical game, and so far the numbers show that they've got the edge on the glass.
Noel sets a screen for Roten. Kicks it to Noel. Humphries with the steal. Here's Butler. Oh, he put it down!